Hello and welcome again to Kabbala Revealed. I'm Tony Kozanek. In our first show, we did an overview of what Kabbala is about, what it is and what it isn't. And if you recall, what Kabbala is for a person who asks the question, what is the meaning of my life? So let's see where we go from here. Let's start with a definition of Kabbala and see what that definition is and where it can lead us. Kabbala is a wisdom, a science, that enables man, a person, to feel and know an upper reality. This is how it addresses the purpose of life, but of course it brings up questions. What is a person? What is a man? What is an upper reality? And what is it that enables a person to feel, know, and enter an upper reality? If you recall, we looked at this diagram before, in which we see that we live, our existence happens within a complete and total reality that depends on nothing, that is unbounded, in which everything is completely interconnected, that is filled with infinite pleasure, complete knowing, and contact with everything that exists in reality. And yet the Kabbalists tell us, the ones who have attained this whole system tell us that for a certain purpose, we descended from this way of existence, this way of being, through a system called worlds. Worlds are olamim, from the Hebrew word olam, which comes from the root ha'elem, which means to hide, hiddenness. And we descended from this complete connection with reality until we reached a place, a crossover point called a barrier, and our existence happens in a very, very limited way here in a place called our world. Our world is a place that has no sensation whatsoever of any of these worlds, and these are spiritual worlds, all of these. This is what's considered to be the physical world or corporality. So, if you want to know the purpose of life, the meaning of your life, it would be a good thing if you knew what the plan was. And it seems like that's an impossible thing. It's almost a source of jokes that anyone could possibly answer that question about the meaning and purpose of life. But that's where the Kabbalists start. Those who have attained this entire reality tell us that there is a plan, a blueprint for all of reality and for all of creation. They tell us that the purpose of life is to create a creature and to fill that creature with unbounded delight. To create a creature and to fill the creature with unbounded delight. That is the complete and total meaning, purpose, direction of everything that ever can occur, will occur, only happens for that purpose. In that thought, in that intention, in that thought behind all of creation, all of the rules for everything that would occur were set down. All the principal laws that govern the spiritual and physical worlds, all are rooted in that one thought. And nothing that happens in this world happens for any other reason than in order to create a creature and bring that creature to unbounded delight. So, what is it that keeps a person out of the spiritual world? What is a person? Well, we have to understand how our perception of this reality, the way in which we perceive reality, causes a hiddenness for us. This is a person, a closed box with 5 openings. These 5 openings are our 5 senses. Now, surrounding the person is an upper reality, a complete reality, the spiritual. And from that complete reality, things approach us. That is, what appears to be an exterior reality of some sort of unformed something approaches the person, and through the five senses that we possess, we determine what that thing is. In other words, what does reality consist of according to my senses? So this spiritual object approaches the box, but something odd happens here. It doesn't actually enter the box. The box is a closed system, because rather than this object coming in, it hits a barrier, a kind of transducer like an eardrum or a retina or a nerve on the surface of the skin or a taste bud. And instead of getting the thing on the outside, this thing gets reduced and is passed through a program, this thing here. And as it passes through this program, it gets interpreted into something that we can understand according to certain principles within the program. Once it passes through this, it leaves our box or this machine, and what it produces is our reality. So it doesn't matter how sensitive this sensor is. Let's say it's your eye. It can be the Hubble telescope, or it could be you could be completely nearsighted and unable to see the thing directly in front of you. It doesn't matter the degree of sensitivity. What matters is the programming. What happens here within this subjective system in the machine? Whatever it is that comes into here can only be what this program says that it is, not what